Ashish meets Sumit, both of them exchange pleasantries. Ashish then invites Sumit and his family to his housewarming puja. Sumit congratulates Ashish and asks about the purchase price and other details about the house. Ashish tells him that he purchased the house through a bank auction. Sumit wonders how he bought a house in an auction.
Are you also thinking of buying property through auction just like Ashish? Actually, when the money lent by banks, NBFCs or companies is not repaid by the borrower, the bank can auction the placed property after giving sufficient notice to the borrower. So, when does a property go up for auction and how can such property be bought? Let's find out.
The Sufficy Act of 2002 gives banks the right to sell assets to recover losses. Most banks conduct e-auctions of properties. The information can be found in newspapers, on bank websites, or on portals that keep records of auctions. If the borrower fails to pay 3 consecutive EMIs, the bank initiates the auction process. The bank sends a notice to the borrower asking why their property should not be auctioned. The borrower has 16 days to respond to the notice. During this time, if the borrower makes the payment, the notice will be withdrawn. If the borrower does not respond to the notice, or if the bank is not satisfied with the response, the auction process begins 30 days after the time limit mentioned in the notice has passed.
सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज तो ये रहती है बैंक के लिए कि उनके पैसे वसूल हो रहे या नहीं। तो जो उनको ड्यू है, पहली चीज तो वो रखते हैं, फिर गवर्नमेंट रेगुलेशंस के हिसाब से सर्कल रेट देखते हैं और फिर मार्केट वैल्यू देखते हैं। इन तीनों चीजों के हिसाब से बैंक नीलामी की प्रॉपर्टी की वैल्यू फिक्स करता है। जिसने खरीदनी हो उसे क्या करना चाहिए? उसे तो पक्का लोकल ब्रोकर से जाके बातचीत करनी चाहिए। उसको भी अपना हिसाब लगाना है कि वैल्यू ठीक लगी या नहीं लगी, और जो ऑनलाइन रिसर्च करनी चाहिए, और साथ में जो रीसेंट ट्रांजैक्शंस हुई हैं हाल ही में, मान लीजिए 6 महीने में, साल में जो रीसेंट ट्रांजैक्शंस हुई हैं, जो खरीदार है, जो इंटेंडिंग बायर है, उसको तो ये चीजें अपनी तरफ से करनी चाहिए।
In auctions, properties are usually sold at 10 to 30% cheaper than the market price. This means that a property worth 1 crore rupees may be available for around rupees 70 to 90 lakh. This is because the bank's focus is on recovering its capital. Most of the properties sold in auctions are located in posh areas. Many times you can find a property at a good location in such auctions. These properties are mostly ready to move in. This means the buyer can shift immediately after the deal is completed. People generally believe that buying a property in an auction is an indication of clear title, that is, a clear indication of ownership. However, this is not the case. The bank's auction notice states as is where is and as is what is basis. This means that the property is being auctioned in the condition it is in, both physically and legally. If a third party comes forward with a claim on the property later on, the bank will not be responsible.
जब भी नीलामी में आदमी प्रॉपर्टी लेता है तो एटलीस्ट 30% कम की प्राइस में तो पक्का मिल जाएगा। जब बिल्डर से खरीदते हैं तो सीधा सीधा सौदा है। जब नीलामी में लेते हैं तो और बहुत चीजें आ जाती हैं, उसका टाइटल कैसा है, उसकी बैकग्राउंड क्या है, वगैरह वगैरह। सो आदमी को मेहनत करने की जरूरत ज्यादा है जब आप नीलामी की प्रॉपर्टी खरीदो, पर नेचुरली मेहनत का लाइक जैसे फल मीठा ही होता है, तो थोड़ी सी पैसे भी बच जाते हैं।
Many times we get to hear that someone bought a property in an auction, but even after years he did not get its possession. In many cases, the auction is held based on symbolic possession of the properties. In symbolic possession, banks have the legal rights of the property on paper, but the actual possession of property remains with the previous owner or tenant. The person can go to the court against the auction.
It is very important for the bank to have physical possession of the property. If there is no physical possession, then you can get stuck in legal troubles. Before bidding, check the title deed of the property, check registry and chain deed. Make sure the property is not involved in any legal dispute. You can seek the help of a lawyer for this. If the property belongs to a company, then inquire at the registrar of companies. Check the condition of the property before buying it in the auction. This will give you an idea how much you will have to spend on repair work. In addition to this, also find out about the property's municipal tax, society charges, pending electricity and water bills, and other such things. When buying a property at an auction, the responsibility of paying the dues will lie with the buyer. Therefore, keep in mind such costs while placing a bid. Otherwise, the actual cost may exceed your estimate. If you are also thinking of investing in auction properties like Ashish, then keep these things in mind. To participate in the bidding, a reserve price of 10% needs to be deposited as earnest money. Unsuccessful, the deposited money will be returned. Upon winning the bid, 25% of the amount needs to be deposited within the next few days. This includes earnest money as well. The remaining amount needs to be paid within a month or during the specified time provided by the bank. The deposit will not be refunded if the payment is not made after winning the bid.